I think this is an important issue. It's an environmental issue. It is a traffic issue. It is a productivity issue because the studies show that people that telework are very, very productive. It is also a family value issue.
Census Bureau recently announced that Loudoun County is now the fastest growing county.
So many new people are wanting to come here for their piece of the American dream. You have very good educational systems and land available. Somehow we have to get to an intersection where we can grow but have a really good quality.
Traffic and weather together. Heavy early through the lights, having some through volume. Delayed while back on the Beltway.
We can't build enough roads. There are just too many cars, there are too many people.
The only thing moving for about 5 minutes on this Northern Virginia highway is my photographer.
How would you characterize the commute in Northern Virginia these days?
Not good.
50 out in Annapolis jammed.
Your commute is part of your lifestyle. Either leave very early in the morning, 6 o'clock is probably even late.
Usually it's a 3 to 5 mile backup where you're going bumper to bumper. And obviously roads aren't the answer.
9/11 gave us a new reason to push for telework. The war on terror makes the ability to work at off-site locations more than an attractive option. It's now an imperative.
We're at a point where in excess of 90% of all of our employees are telecommuting. And our direct benefits associated with telecommuting were $187 million.
We're going to be saving almost 1.8 million driving miles. It factors out to something like 800,000 pounds of pollutants removed from the air.
What we see at the consortium is the technology now is so rich that we had Leesburg, Virginia connected to Stockholm, Sweden. It was all in real time. We were able to see one another. We were able to share a common document.
Our job is to demonstrate the viability of telework in the current context. We take equipment under our arm, we put them on desks of people and hook them up through the network. To see each other, you need fundamental bandwidth. And the reason we have to see each other is that 70 to 80% of the information transferred between human beings is nonverbal. This is why you need bandwidth.
We got involved in this actually through the editor of Loudoun Business. It began to open up the possibility that when our lease was up with this traditional office space in downtown Leesburg, it would be really interesting to see whether this teleworks thing could actually work in a very heavily deadlined environment, which is what the publishing business is.
Look at the one to the right, because that happens to be my favorite.
The one to the right.
That's your favorite?
The way we approached it, the damn thing had to work, or we were going to be in real trouble. And that was the entrepreneurial leap that I made. Was one, having the faith in my people. Two, having the faith in what I had seen at Telework. And three, nobody's going to sit around and develop this damn technology just because they didn't have anything to do.
When we originally got into the technology thing, we said we're in the home building business. We should mix this into our business plan. This is a totally new infrastructure. And it's a converged platform type system. So you have your telephone, your internet, and your cable television all in one box. It's a domino effect to this is that we start with one community, but we're connecting other communities to us. So the network itself grows. We have people who live here that can telecommute right into their office. And that's one of the things I think from a government side, we need to create telecommunications corridors like we do road or transit corridors.
Technology is making it very easy for any company to put jobs anywhere in the world and have those positions function 24/7. There's a war among regions to attract and retain talent. That talent wants certain things. What we're hearing now in Loudoun in 2004 is connect me. Let me get my home connected and wired, or let me be wireless, and let me have a lot of bandwidth.
Eisenhower justified the national highway system in terms of defense. It's so that we could move our troops and trucks and tanks quickly. Of course, Eisenhower knew that this was an economic development argument. It's really what propagated a huge growth spurt in this country. Now we have to look at another way for our next growth spurt. We need a national communications infrastructure because this is critical to all aspects of our national security, our growth, our economic health. It's clear that the only thing limiting us now is our public communications infrastructure. Having high bandwidth pipes to every home and business in this country is the only thing needed to really drive us to a new age.